And welcome back to more Gravity Rush Remastered. Last time, we reached a village at the bottom of the world pillar. So this time we're going to try to learn a little bit more about it. I decided to have a look around and get to the bottom of how life in the village worked. I wasn't able to squeeze much info out of them before passing out the night before. Life in the village must be hard, I thought, because their crying continued on most of the night. And what did they do for water and food? So our next story mission takes us to this area of the village. So let's fly on over here and talk to Zaza again. Sleep well? Not bad, apart from the constant sounds of crying. I've been lying to the others. I told them their parents were on their way, but I know no one's coming for us. I don't want them to know the truth. Thinking that help is on the way is the only thing holding them together. Zaza, you've been protecting them this whole time? The only thing I'm protecting them from is the truth. You saw the swirling black ocean below us? I saw it when I was falling from the pillar. It's so dark down there. It's getting closer. Someday it'll swallow us. What are you talking about? I've been watching the black ocean since we got here. It rises a little higher every day. If the monster doesn't get us, the darkness will. Don't talk like that. We'll find a way to get you out of here. All of you. It's too late for that. One of us is already gone, so there won't be any all. Poor Sasha. I shouldn't have her go. Is that Sasha? She looks like a sweet girl. Was she your sister? We found Sasha abandoned when she was a little baby. My family raised her like one of our own. She looked up to me like an older brother and followed me everywhere. You're so strong to put on a brave face for the others, even with your sister missing. You must be scared too. That sound, it's back! Yoshi, the others are in danger! Zaza, get the kids to safety, I'll buy you time. You can't defeat it. We've tried everything, but Yoshi is invincible. It'll never stop coming for us. Nothing is invincible. I'll find a way to stop it. Episode 14, The Lost Tribe. There's a strange energy in the air. That roar, it was the same one I heard coming down the pillar. Alright, so we need to do our best to stop Yoshi. So there aren't any obvious weak points yet, so let's just keep an eye on it and hope for the best. So let's keep an eye on it there. That Nevi's huge, I didn't know they got that big. And when it's about to attack, its core becomes vulnerable to attack. So let's deal as much damage as we can while it's vulnerable. Got it below half health, so that was pretty good, and now let's back off, and I should land somewhere and let the gravity gauge recharge, and just wait for the next cycle where we can actually attack it. So yeah, it's fairly intimidating, honestly, but luckily we are still able to do some damage to it. Looks like it's about to unleash its main attack again, so let's go in and try to finish off this core. Only a few more hits left should do it. Yoshi won't go down without a fight. You won't be able to take it down yourself. Where were you? Are you just gonna stand there telling me what I can't do, or are you gonna help? If you want my help, then listen. I'll prepare a trap while you keep it busy. Fine, I'll distract it. Guess this means there's a truce between us. Luckily it dropped us right next to a bunch of health. So let's get back to work. So now when we attack the core, that got its attention. I hope Raven's ready. So we can't actually do damage now. The trap is set. Bring Yoshi over to me. Alright, I'm coming. So since we can't do damage, hopefully this plan works. Because we're out of options at this point. So let's quickly fly over to Raven. It's working. We just need to keep this up. So that took out about a third of its health. So it looks like we'll have to do this a few more times. Let's try to fly over here. I don't think we have enough time to actually attack the core yet. So let's actually land and get ready for it to attack again. It's honestly fairly dangerous because of how many projectiles are launched behind it as we try to get close. Alright, its core is vulnerable, so let's get its attention. The trap's ready. Draw Yoshi over here. Right, I'll do my best. And Raven is over there, so let's quickly try to fly over, and go through this again. Another hit like that should drive it off. Alright, so, it's down to about a third of its health, so let's quickly fly over. I think we actually might be able to get an attack in there, like so. Over here, and hurry it up. Alright, alright. Yeesh, take it easy, this is hard work. And Raven is somewhere. Looks like she's all the way over there. I'm trying to recenter the camera. I thought we were going upwards, but I guess it's actually down from there. It's very easy to get kind of disoriented of what direction is which in this game, I find. So let's fall down here and finish it off. Sasha, don't go. Thank you. You know, we could work together and try to find a way to rescue them. I'm sure we'll think of something, right? We can't just sit around and do nothing. You don't get it, do you? If it was that easy to get back, they'd have already done it by now. Come on, we can go back up and get help. I know someone in the police. He'd help us for sure. No one up there cares about these kids. Even if you found a way to get back to the city, everyone you knew would be long gone. I'll find my own way to save them. I'll use the Ark to get them out of here. Ark? Raven, what are you planning? I didn't understand what Raven was trying to do, and I couldn't understand why she was so emotionally involved in all this. I could only stand there and watch her leave. My reputation seems to be improving. There must be a way to save the children. I can't just give up on them. Alright, so with that taken care of, let's check the map once again. And we're going to take a break from the story to work on these challenges. I actually think I want to take care of the other challenge first. This cable car dates back to a civilization before the children arrived. Until recently, it served as the easy way to get from the center of the village to Zaza's house. But now the children are forced to take the long, winding way around. Make the lift work again to make life easier for the village. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is actually where Zaza was last time. So let's head back over here and fix up this cable car. It's working! New challenge mission unlocked. This is the Botom Time Attack. Defeat as many Nevi as possible within the time limit. Increase the time limit by defeating enemies. The gold score is 4,200 points. So first of all, we start out with 2 flying Nevi and 3 barrels. So let's use those. This challenge I remember being a little bit tricky, especially without a lot of upgrades. I feel like with these challenges, if you're kind of having a tough time with them, because you would have gotten a lot of gems, either around the village by exploring or by going through the world's pillar, this would not be a bad time to upgrade if you haven't upgraded enough to actually get through these challenges easily. With enough upgrades, they aren't too bad though, and I've said this a few times, but as another reminder, because of a trophy glitch, make sure to clear these challenges before eventually returning to Hexaville, because doing these challenges last can mess things up. So in my opinion, it's easier to just take care of them now. In my case, it doesn't actually apply to me because I've already platinumed this game, twice actually. But still, it's good to keep in mind if this is your first playthrough and if you want the platinum. If you don't care about trophies, then you basically can do the challenges in whatever order you want, if you're not concerned about potentially missing out on a specific trophy. But otherwise, it is good to keep in mind. So I deliberately didn't use a Gravity Typhoon earlier to use it on this enemy, because I do feel like this is one of the tougher enemies to actually defeat because of how mobile it is. Even though it definitely would have come in handy for some of the other Nevi earlier on, it basically makes such short work of that one. That's honestly worth it to not use the Gravity Typhoon too early. We're almost halfway to the target score actually. If it was 4,200, yeah, we're past halfway there. So I think we've also made it a full loop. So yeah, we basically have the same enemies as before, but slightly stronger, like this one has a shell on it. I remember one of my problems with this level being dying a lot on it. So it is actually kind of difficult. They throw a lot of fairly tough enemies at you, so make sure to actually keep an eye on your health. From time to time, and again, you can always level up your health to get a health boost in the moment. Actually, don't know if you can actually level up in the middle of a challenge. I've actually never tried that before, but I assume you can. Like, I don't think there would be anything stopping you. So, since we're kind of back into this loop of these enemies, one thing I wanted to talk about now that we've got into this area is that basically every name in Gravity Rush in terms of location names is sort of like a word play. So Alt-Nor is like old and noir. Pleasure is, I think, sort of like supposed to be like pleasure because it's the entertainment district. Industria is the industrial area, which is fairly self-explanatory, and then Venda Center, I think is supposed to be like vendor and center. because it's kind of like the central hub and like, you know, shopping district and so on, like the downtown area. Boltholm, which is where we are now, is obviously upon on bottom, since it's at the bottom of the world pillar. So it's kind of cool that they basically have all of the names be like references to the actual location themselves. I feel like centering the camera can actually be a little finicky. Like I was pressing down on the D-pad a lot to actually get it to fully rotate around. We have definitely cleared the target score. Actually, yeah, we have cleared it quite substantially, and we actually still have a whole 2 minutes left. So yeah, with enough upgrades, this really isn't too bad. So yeah, we're just going to chill out for a bit. There's no need to keep extending the time because we have definitely cleared the target score. And yeah, I'm not really concerned about the leaderboards. I feel like you should not even attempt leaderboards until you're fully upgraded to begin with, because at this point we're not even at our peak strength, and thus our ability to fight these enemies quickly and efficiently is not going to be great. And I'm trying to figure out if these barrels respawn. There's one here, well there was one there, but I actually don't think all of them respawn, so these enemies you actually do have to fight with gravity kicks or specials instead of using barrel throws. You also wonder, yeah, you can actually pick up things around the area as well, so for the flying enemies that's also an option. But yeah, overall, I really do like the atmosphere of this game and how the world is set up, how each area feels very distinct, obviously this one being the best example because of it being so remote and isolated from the rest of the world. But yeah, overall, I feel like the atmosphere and the art design is one of the strongest points of Gravity Rush, even if in the case of like combat, the gameplay can be a little bit stale, can get kind of stale after a while. Looks like we have about 20 seconds left. I feel like this is actually the easiest we've gone through a challenge, because in the past we've had like a minute left over. Here we had like 2 minutes, partly because these enemies actually give us a lot of points. And yeah, I actually don't remember why I struggled with this so much beyond losing all my health really fast in past attempts. Even within the game, I feel like this is considered a higher level challenge because 1, it's late game, and 2, they give us a ton of gems. We got 1,800 for that. So, that counter is still going up, but we have a lot of gems, so let's actually investigate these options for a moment. We might as well upgrade a few things. I actually want to go for the Gravity Typhoon, because we've been using this a lot, actually. So it'll be good to have that more upgraded. The other 2 specials I really haven't been using in this playthrough, so I think we can leave those alone for now. The Gravity Slide might come in handy for the other challenge here, so let's level up that up. We have not upgraded the regular kick at all, so let's go for that. And yeah, the gravity kick would be good because there's a lot of airborne enemies. And for our final upgrade, I'm torn between recovery time and gauge usage. I think I'll go with recovery time because that's only at level 5. Alright, so we are a lot stronger now. So let's go back and save off screen, and then we'll end things off for now. So maybe we'll try to figure out how to save all these kids next time. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Gravity Rush Remastered.